Field reports from the strange. This is Obscura Bureau.
Alright, I'm live streaming now. And this video appears suddenly because there was a comment in the live stream asking, what exactly is the question mean? What's this? Bro, in your opinion, is one's future determined by fate or by daily effort? Can this be included in topic 9? Most. Guys, you're looking for argument 1. Here's argument 1, is how the future is predetermined. Meaning one cannot make efforts. Effort cannot overcome it. This is a topic that I myself have overcome. Not overcome, but have faced and struggled and fought with it for quite a long time. Quite long, about 6-7 years or so. That's not short yet. And why? Because of this, first. I was born and raised with a mind like this. I was born with intelligence also usable. I'm not the stupid type. In class, I just need to read the book for a while and I immediately understand where the problem. If praised, I accept. Okay, thank you for being smart. Thank you for being attractive, interesting. But to cover up, there are many things to help. Because when I was young, I was also the type who could learn quite well. Studies were fairly, so I myself had a belief. Quite believed, that is. If I make an effort, if I strive, I quite believe in that. Whenever I put my mind to SA high chance high chance. Because I myself cannot be someone like being at the bottom of the class. If I'm at the bottom of the class, my dad will, and this beating is quite terrible. So I don't dare challenge the comedian at home. So without trying much, I'll be around top 10, 20 or so in the class. Back then, the class had about 50 students and being in the top 10 or 20 was already impressive. But if I wanted to, I could definitely make it into the top 10 of the class. Again, that was something I had been trained in since I was very little. Therefore, I believed in that. I believed that if I just tried hard enough, then I started growing up a bit more, like. So when I entered middle school, high school, then I started realizing there are things called innate talent. Some people don't need to try hard and still perform at a high level. And I started realizing there are things called the justice of those in power. I myself was just someone born and raised in a poor family. So when being bullied by rich people, the only thing I could do was accept it. That was the only thing I could do. I couldn't do anything else. Argue? Who would listen? Money had already covered their ears and eyes. Who would listen to what I say? And if I wanted to, let's say, use dark magic, black magic to neutralize the money that blinds and deafens people, then I would also need a similar amount of money. Couldn't be done. Therefore, I began to understand. There's something called forces opposing effort. Match the money other kids. I couldn't fight against it. And I couldn't choose my parents. I was born into this life. I'm part of this society. Because my parents brought me into this world. And whatever my parents are like, I couldn't demand more. My parents are just human beings too. Possess what? Heavenly endowment. A luck of innate talent that can't be obtained. They're just human beings. Therefore, I also realized early on that when facing that kind of social power, I'm nothing. Therefore, my own efforts can only go so far. The rest are factors I can't do anything about. I can only accept. But will this mindset follow me my whole life? I don't know. For me, high school was like that. In high school, I realized there are people out there who don't compete by ability, but compete with money. And the amount of money they spend makes you certain I can't compete. You think you can practice and play basketball. You're stronger than others, run faster than them, jump higher than them. You shoot 3-pointers, make 6 out of 10. Right? You think your ability is already good. You compete, join the team, all that. Then you realize that guy's dad is the head of the organizing committee. And somehow, the referee keeps calling fouls on you. That's it. Interesting, right? 3 consecutive fouls, the coach has done. If you continue to believe in your own ability, you'll try again. Keep trying. Find other games that aren't as dark as this one. But how many games will you try in one lifetime? Definitely many, right? And do you know the probability of encountering such elements in life? Speak for everyone, Oh, there are many people like that out there. But there's one truth I began to realize in college. That good people, honest people, good people are rare. Kind people, honest people, good people are extremely rare. Because out there, selfish people are the ones who last long, are the ones who go far. Selfishness means knowing how to take advantage for oneself. And those who know how to take advantage for themselves always know how to protect themselves. That's why they live long, why they maintain their positions. They get such positions because they know how to hoard benefits for themselves. So if you expect this society to have good people help you, that. If lucky, you'll meet honest people, meet good people. If not, you'll frequently meet people like that. And you'll soon realize you had to be like them too. You also had to know how to hoard benefits for yourself. And your honesty should be reserved for those who deserve it. For family, lovers, parents, the elderly, children, pregnant women. Your honesty is for people like that. But if you go out there and throw your honesty at anyone, first, your honesty becomes cheap. Literally, value comes from scarcity. Always throwing it out there, because it's not scarce, it has no value. As priceless, but it has no value whatsoever. My college experience was like that, I soon realized. This society is more elitist than I thought. And finding honest people is very difficult. Only by luck do you meet such people. So, encountering absurd and twisted things is also obvious. I have to accept that it will happen frequently. At such a young age of 20, I still tried, still held on to the thought that I just need to try my best, I need to strive. Overcoming everything with my will and ability. God gave me hands, intellect, and feet to walk. And at the same time, I'm not a fool or stupid to end up doing nothing in this life. I just pushed forward with all my might, until I realized that out in the real world, you'll encounter people whom call. Otherwise, people will say I'm speaking uncultured. Call them. Those who don't care. They'll play games and say, what you do is your business. I play by my own rules. And those are the people you'll soon realize. They don't follow any rules but their own. Even if you think this game should have some rules, it should bring a certain fairness, then life isn't as fair as you think. You think doing well will earn you respect? No. Recognition? No. You think being good will be admired? No. You think leveraging your abilities well and creating value for the community will earn respect? No. Ironically, I studied communications. I understand the power of stories, the power of origins. and the value of my words to the listener. And I can completely manipulate those around me by saying the right thing, in the right place. I also realized early, about 1 or 2 years after graduating, starting internships. Those who know how to use words, tell the right story, meet the right people to tell it to. And tell that story at the right time are the ones who get recognized. They are the ones who go far. While I'm just a pawn on the chessboard. Hearing this, many will feel it's too unfair, life is meaningless. Why aren't good people like me recognized, right? Why isn't someone as honest and capable as me recognized? Then I think you should reconsider the definition of capability. We should reconsider the definition of goodness. When I tell my story from childhood to adulthood, all the words I use simply come from my perspective. What about society's definition? How does society operate? That's hard to distinguish right from wrong when we understand society. There's no room for effort or fate here. S simply that I. Then let's put it this way. I'm not skillful enough, I don't know how to express myself, how to speak, how to act to make people see me. Imagine you go to the market wanting to buy meat, for example, pork shoulder. You want to buy pork shoulder, you go to the market, you want to buy pork shoulder to cook. You want to buy loin, Don. You only want to buy pork shoulder, you've been craving it for a long time. You go to the market, search from one end to the other but can't find it. And you return disappointed, cooking for yourself. You get what you wanted, because the market didn't. But guess what? The pork shoulder seller didn't display his goods outside today. He kept them inside. Is he selling? Yes, you just need to go inside and ask. At this point you might think, oh, so to get what I want, I had to hunt for it. No, I'm saying the opposite. The market, in its true meaning, is the marketplace. Marketing is promotion or marketization. Basically, he, the meat seller, missed a customer, which is you. He missed someone with purchasing power, which is you. He display his goods, he. Who would know, who would find it, who could access it to buy? Whose fault is it? It's his fault, who else? He lost a potential customer willing to pay, just because he's hiding in a corner. You're the same. Your goodness, intelligence, wisdom is in the wrong place. You're hiding it at home, only you know about it. Go out there, Don. Speak, Don. Then potential customers can't find you. That's fate, or if you. Put yourself out in the market to sell, Don. No one knows, no one sells like that, then you lose, it's that simple. Others whose products aren't as good as yours, but they have bigger mouths. And even understand some terms better than you. Instead of being at the end of the market, they bring pork shoulder to the front of the market to sell, to the intersection. As soon as people turn in, before they even buy vegetables, they see a meat stall right in front of them. In the middle of the market while it It also has a very flashy stall, you just need to glance at it. Before you can see what it sells, you already notice how it has pork shoulder. There, turn on the speaker saying pork shoulder here, cheap pork shoulder special, like that. S at the front of the market using a megaphone, it. Telling everyone I sell pork shoulder, and what's your probability of selling to customers? It is really very powerful. When you come here, you will realize how wise he was in choosing the location. Choosing the location. It knows where its position is, do you know that? No? He tried hard enough, right? You hate him. You hadn't realized it is better that you're that asset. Now we realize that this game is quite fair. No, I. And this greatly affects social interactions. You need to find a way to rise above, overcome by learning more, knowing more. Expand your life experience and find out how it does it. Instead of sitting there complaining why it's not equal to you but better than you. Operate that way, if you. That's just that you don't. Some people are good because their father is good, some are good because their mother is good. And you think that because its father is good, it isn't good? Mistaken, even if it. Do you want to become a lion? Transform yourself. Rebranding, the message is very simple, right? If you don't know what I just said or are curious about what this is, then it shows that the gap in your life experience is quite large. Realize the world ISN. So, the first idea is that effort and striving are truly important. Place yourself correctly, understand more, research more, learn more. T for those who don't. It's only for those who strive to overcome the crowd and move forward. Out there, billions of people all claim to be storytellers. Or I'm a TikToker, YouTuber, an inspirer. I'm an expert in something, everyone is, so who are you? Who are you to see if people all like that? Storyteller. Just take 3 steps, and you have billions of storytellers on TikTok. Hearing it over and over, seeing everyone as a TikToker chasing views, right? Who are you among them? What is personal branding? What is your brand positioning? Then we can consider what percentage is your brand recognition. How do we strategize to make your brand recognition broader? How do you approach customers? What is your campaign? What is your strategy? Where do you attack? Which customer group do you target? Is it effective? When does it end? What is your first battle with it? How about the second battle? After fighting the first and second battles and having some data, you plan the next step. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh battle. Calculate those, and you'll realize this game is quite interesting. This battle is quite fair. You just need to put effort in the right place, right? So, my answer to that question is we just need to keep trying? No. 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 It only takes 20 minutes to finish. No. The reason is that there are things we cannot demand in this life. There are things we cannot change. But from the very beginning, there was a concept called parents, our parents, that we cannot change. We don't ask the heavens to change our parents for us, do we? Impossible. We cannot ask the heavens to change our child's bloodline? Impossible. The blood flowing in my body has its own specific DNA. I cannot undergo dialysis. I cannot transfusion. T say that God could change your family. T say, oh God, let me change my fate, can I? It. There are things that are default that we must acknowledge and accept and must engrave into ourselves. You are a Vietnamese born in Vietnam. That's your DNA, your ancestors were just like that. Look on the bright side, you're not a for-my student like students in the US. And if it's negative, you will have the limitations in terms of DNA of Asians, especially Southeast Asians. That's it. T to say you. You have to accept that. And because there are such defaults, it will have certain limitations inherent to those defaults. He was born into a large, wealthy, multi-generational family. Since childhood, they have been exposed to many different things. Their pace of life unfolds so rapidly that even if you wish to reincarnate, you couldn't keep up with them. As I said earlier, like father like son, there are people born into families who are not only wealthy but also intelligent and cunning. Father does a lot, teaches well. Mother does a lot, speaks well. Both parents combined, plus their grandparents are the same as well. They became rich from their ancestors' legacy. Your grandparents were intelligent, wealthy intellectuals. Meanwhile, your parents, who are farmers, still hold some very feudal mindsets to this day. You come into contact with such people every day, and then you go to school. Your school fights all day except for studying and even fights during class time. In that month, you study at an international school. One day you only study exactly, but physical activity must be sporty and at the same time, it's mental activity. You study 6 hours a day, but it's all theory with little practice. He goes to an international school, and when his summer vacation comes, he has to go abroad. He began to explore what the concept of the world looked like. And you, for example, were spending the summer at Moon Chow's house. Sometimes you had to skip school because it's harvest season and you had to stay home to help your parents. Your circumstances and its circumstances are completely different. Dad, I have this idea. I want to try doing business with supplies. M being blunt, I will keep about 70%. His father gave him about 7 minus 8 billion. If there's one hole, I think we can still keep about 56 billion. It's okay. Your aloofness also maintains about 70%. Its honor kept about 70%. Its honor kept about 70%. If there's one hole, I think we can still keep about 56 billion. Never mind, the profit here is the child's. I learned many new lessons and matured early. Now you go home and ask Dad, if you can give me 3 million, Dad wouldn't have that. Well, the starting point for us is very different. So the limitations themselves are also very different. And each person's approach to the world is different. And first and foremost is the relationship with their father, mother, grandparents. It can lead you to places you never expected. Not to mention whether you can reach it or not. These are things we have to accept. What we can do is optimize our own lives. How to make do with limited resources. I think those who played teamfight tactics will understand this. You enter the game like everyone else, equal, the same. The first monster round, you receive gold, champions, and experience points. But the initial choices depend on random factors. Your first 3 cores are different from their first 3 cores. So your choices are different from their choices. But how you manage is up to you. And sometimes you manage to climb to the top, well, something like that. So when looking at problems, we must understand. The problem isn't that you were born into a poor family. Then you have no future. Everyone's circumstances are different, but the choice is yours. So you still have a right to move forward. Where you go is up to you. Every decision is yours. Not always blaming social circumstances. Honestly, my circumstances are very difficult. I myself am a very unfortunate person, extremely unfortunate. Anyone close to me, who knows my family situation and what I've been through. If I were you, Yeah, that's right. There are things that suffered greatly, not just physically but mentally. But I still moved forward, that's how I overcame. I wish I could be like you. Are you sure you want to be like me? Last night, my younger brother, the main editor of Samurai Channel, Puda, had a heartfelt conversation with me for one. He's going through his own very exhausting days. Then he told me, "Hey, Puda in 2020 only wanted to be like that now. Somewhat similar already and feelings. Welcome to my world. Life isn't simple, is it? You only want to have my success, but you don't know to achieve that success. How many failures I've been through, how many prices I had to pay. You want to have those successes, but you don't want my failures. Give it the full sentence, don't speak half-heartedly like that. We not just wise, you. You're wise in a cunning, petty way. What you can have is the success I currently have. That's what you can have. It depends on what price you're willing to pay. If you want those things, what will you bring to the table? Have you tried yet? Have you asked the guy at the market entrance why he can shout all day without getting tired? Have you ever asked why he got this lot at the market entrance? And have you set up your stall in the middle of the market? Have you ever asked those questions? Have you asked those questions? Have you ever gone to meet him? Have you talked to him? Have you ever sold goods his way? Do you know what price he had to pay? You just think, oh, this guy is so lucky. He has this slot at the market entrance. Oh, this guy is... You've never lived like him, and you keep expecting him to dance while you plan to sit there. Wow, you see I'm so successful. You want to be like me, right? Here you go. Do you have the ability to receive it as you're asking? If given, you might just lie there crying. You want to be, but that doesn't. That's it, move on, Don. This life is full of people who burst out laughing. So our mission is how to reposition ourselves, how to move forward, not to sit there and cry. Sorry, I don't play with people who cry. There are many people crying out there. I myself have cried a lot too. I want to play with people even with tears still in their eyes. Just stay fuck it and keep going. Fuck it, we roll. Tonight, you, me, let's go. That's it, no talking, just doing. Put your head down and work. So we don't talk much with each other. But sometimes we'll catch up like, dead yet? Not yet. Good, keep going. Well, about 3 to 4 months later continue the message. Dead yet? Not yet. Okay, good. When free, we call each other out for coffee. Just a few questions. Dead yet? Not yet. Good. Us 30-year-old guys are pretty bland. So I hope my sharing from earlier until now, about half an hour already, I hope it reaches the right person and those who hear these words don't feel their life is too bad. Hang in there. Read it.
If the report helped, subscribe and open the next case.